It's her again. Given the circumstances, I'm even more certain that this is another hoax and we shouldn't be distracted by her. Besides, she knows that we blew up the planet. Now we need to focus on activating the accelerating station and getting to the central core to activate the warp acceleration.
It's probably the owner of the shuttle with paint. He was engaged in illegal pumping during the crash, judging by the traces of paint on his hands and a huge hose stuck to his face.
This is the Normandy autopilot course. We can't change it without a living captain in any way, not even with a handy scrapper. However, it's highly unlikely that the captain calculated such a complex route for no particular reason, so we'd better not touch it at all. I need some time for analysis. During the explosion of the bridge, I managed to take measurements of your body to order a coffin, but it didn't come in handy after all. I'd like to note, you're in great shape. Keep it up. You're almost not so fat.
You better help yourself, sweat-smelling piece of junk.
I hope we destroyed all the coffins when we came here. An extinct mammal of the Lagomorpha order. Unfortunately, it's not possible to determine the genus and species. Unfortunately, it's still impossible to track the location of your interlocutor by the incoming signal. She's probably too far away, and the course activity interferes with the suit's sensors. Now this is something interesting. It's worth taking a closer look. Got one. The accelerating station is close, but Normandy isn't ready to fly yet, so I wouldn't risk it. Yes, that's right. The working fluid is inside of them, in the area of the bladder. We really need it, but they don't. In order to find out how you reduce the radiation, you need to calculate the coordinates of the place where the captain's bridge crashed into the liner. Breathedge Agency coffins can help us with this. However, we still need to find an engineering shuttle, or even better, the engineer himself. A miracle of engineering. This vacuum cleaner flew fast, but not for too long. Someone has done a tremendous job on comparing two identical objects. Was the flight of the world's largest liner that boring? What strange remains? If I make the assumption the coffins can replace the corpses inside them with fresh bodies like batteries, would you think I'm crazy? That's a good deal, and the only possible one. The diagnostic station is not designed for complex repairs at all. It's time to return to Normandy. By the way, maybe we could fast travel there. Careful!
Very few people reach this place. All those who did are alive, of course, and are now having a rest in massage chairs.
I can say with certainty there's no highly developed life on the planet since there are no signals or radio interference coming from it. We could actually land on it if luck is on our side, but it's unlikely we'd be able to take off from it. Or the green one. Unfortunately, the manual is black and white. A special patch and a bloated spacesuit indicating increased gas production due to excessive broccoli eating. All this points out that the body belongs to the Green Universe Radical Group. If the possible moral constraints are no problem, this bag of methane, hydrogen, and organic residues can be used to provide initial acceleration to the centrifuge. You only need to figure out how to do it.
Why do you need underwear if you have such a beautiful spacesuit with smartest AI, which is me?
I wonder if the inventor would have evaded criticism if he had made it in the shape of a female hand.
You won't dare do this. I'll find a solution. I'm smarter than you.
Splendid. This unit won't last long, but we don't need it to. One electrical impulse to the core of Normandy will be enough.
If you're sure that this is exactly what was on the blueprint, then try to reconfigure the receiver. If you have any doubts concerning it, then you will eventually suffer an electric shock, and then your spacesuit will automatically take your body measurements to order a coffin from our company. Thank you for choosing the Global Funeral Agency.
The automatic maintenance team compartments were located on the outer plating of the liner. No wonder they survived. Wait a second. Do you see this voltage discharge control lever? That huge robot is standing right on a discharge platform, and I'm sure it won't be pleased by an electric shock of 10,000 volts. What the? Let's get out of here! You're doing great. You're almost there.